Hey everyone, I am here today to share my excitement and love around oracle cards. And as some of you know me and have listened to my videos, I talk about my morning ritual, 3 connections. The first connection is to the divine, or God, or the universe, whatever you call your higher power. And then my second connection is to self, where I do some inner game work, some journaling, self-journey. And then I plan my day, and that helps to ground me as I go about my day with all of the struggles and joys. It just keeps me less reactive. And part of my morning ritual that integrates that wisdom from the divine into really the strategies of the day, I use oracle cards. And today I'm working with 2 decks specifically, and now I have about 14 or 15 decks that I use, and I'm very connected to my cards. I've been using them for almost 4 years now, and I use them very regularly, almost every day. But the 2 decks that I'm using today, the first one is Love Your Inner Goddess, and Alana Fairchild. She has these beautiful artists that create these beautiful cards, and her wisdom is just exquisite. I love these cards. And Colette Reed, I mean, she's just simply amazing. I have many of her decks, but today I'm using Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. And when I go to my deck and I ask a question, sometimes it will be about a specific thing or struggle, but for the most part I just ask for wisdom for this next 24-hour period. And the first card that I picked, which is the Anchor card, which is kind of an answer to what the question is. Today I got the Hungry Ghosts out of the Wisdom of Hidden Realms, and what this card specifically is telling me to be aware of my obsessive thinking. And our obsessive thinking usually is around things that have happened in the past, at least for me, things that have happened in the past, or trying to figure out what the future is going to hold, and it robs me of being in the present moment and what I'm doing in that moment. Now, this can be a tool because if there's a pattern going on, a repetitive obsessiveness about some of our stories from the past, or trying to figure out the future, there's ways to use that and journal about it, because it will start to tell you things that you need to be working on. So there's always good in everything that we that's coming up for us. But today I'm to be working on my obsessive thinking. And then the second card that I picked, which is about the immediate future. I love this card. It is the Black Diamond. Isn't that beautiful? The Black Diamond tells me that I'm not broken, that I have incredible power to transform, negative energy into positive, that that which does not destroy you makes you better. This is kind of what that card is about, that I'm not broken, and that anything in my past, or things that I perceive as being betrayals or judgments or abandonments, those are simply things that I am going to transform into something more positive. So I am not broken. And then the third card is an integration card, and this kind of takes those 2 things and helps to connect them with this energy, which is be your own hero. And this is dance to your own drummer. Don't listen to what other people think about you or talk about you. There's no guilt and no shame. Being your authentic you is absolutely perfect, and you can be your own hero. So I love this card. This is a great card. And then the fourth card is the overall future. And what I got was Lady of the Lightning. And what she is telling me is that, well, there's big changes, which, if any of you know me, the big changes have been happening over the last couple of years in relationships and geography and finances and career and all of that. There's so many big changes that are happening, and they're still happening. So, and not to be afraid of them. And then, when I shuffle my cards, if a card spills out, it's normally, or what I believe it to be is that energy or that card, that wisdom, is for me that day. And as I was shuffling the deck, actually 3 cards spilled out on their own. And the first one, which is still part of this overall future, the phoenix. If you know the story of the phoenix, out of the ashes is born anew. And so out of change, out of adversity, out of all of my perceptions of whatever struggles that I'm going through, there is a new me coming out of it, and I'm my own hero. So the phoenix is the hero. And the next card is the winged wise ones, and this is reminding me that I have angels on my shoulder giving me wisdom all the time from the divine, that I have help in every single moment if I'm listening. And the beautiful angels are speaking to me. And then the last one, which is really so important, I love this one, is Keeper of the Scales. And this is about balance and fairness. And that no matter what adversity we have, or struggles with people or situations, we are still to remain in a love frequency. That we are here to go through all of this with love in our hearts, no matter what it feels like when someone else is operating out of their own selfish reasons, because we all do that. We all operate out of self-interest, and it comes across as being sometimes judgment, sometimes abandonment, sometimes betrayal. But we still have to hold them in love and respect, because we're not walking in their shoes. We're only walking in our own. And the divine is so willing to give me a spectacular life as long as I am grateful for what I have, and as long as I am in that love frequency. So balance is really important too. As I'm going back to the obsessive thinking about the past, I still have to be thinking about the love aspect of it. So those are my cards for today, and if you got something out of it, great. If you need help getting a set of cards of your own, I'm happy to help you. You can private message me, but if you're just, you can get them on Amazon. If you're just looking at a bunch of cards as a beginning deck, I say just go with your gut. If you're looking at the pictures and one pops out at you and says, and you're attracted to it, more than likely that's the deck that you should be working with, at least at this time. And if you're like me, you'll have 15 decks after 4 years. So I hope you got something out of that, and I hope you have a great day, and use the cards. If you have some cards, dust them off and use them. If you haven't used them, you haven't used them in a while. So thank you, and I will talk with you soon. All right, love you all. Bye. Mwah.